Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, I'm continuing on with my gay movie marathon, and I'm up to The Birdcage. Now, The Birdcage came out in 1996, the year after Tu Wong Fu and Priscilla. So Priscilla was 1994, Tu Wong Fu was 1995, and The Birdcage was 1996. Now, it was made on a budget of about $31 million, but fortunately it made about $185 million, so it was a hit, unlike Tu Wong Fu. And Priscilla only made about $30 million as well, but it only cost $1 million or $2 million, so, it did make money. Now, this film, it's interesting. I mean, the standout, of course, are the actors. The performances from Robin Williams and Nathan Lane are amazing. Calista Flockhart's good. Hank Azaria's good. Gene Hackman's good. Everyone in it is good. The characters are good. The performances are good. But I have a bit of an issue with the story. It plays, I think, very differently now in 2024 than I think it did in 1996. Basically, the film is about this guy, and he's marrying this girl, Calista Flockhart. She's 18, he's 20. The parents they're just sort of letting the parents know that they're getting married, and they're freaking out. Now, Calista Flockhart's parents are Gene Hackman and Diane Weiss, who are both very conservative. The husband's a politician, and they're just weathering a crisis because one of their allies or whatever, one of the politicians they work with in some conservative party, just died in the arms of an underage prostitute because, usually the most conservative people are the most hypocritical and depraved. So he's trying to hide from the press. He finds out that his daughter's getting married, so they decide to use the marriage to try and make them look good again because, their conservative persona is sort of being damaged by this other sort of politician, getting in trouble, and they're associated with him. So they decide to drive down to Miami Beach, I think is where The Birdcage actually is, to meet the parents. And the boy has lied about who they are. They both have lied about who they are. They've said that the father, Robin Williams, is a arts ambassador or something, and that the mother is a stay-home mother. But, of course, the mother is Nathan Lane, and Robin Williams is a gay man who owns a nightclub, and the main performer, the main star, is Starina, which is Nathan Lane's on-screen persona, drag, name, character, whatever. I mean, the problem with this film is the whole film seems to be the just assumption that there's actually something wrong with these people, that they have to change, and they spend the whole film running around in circles trying to change and to try and be acceptable to these conservative people and this idea of normality. And although you do get the sense the whole time this is wrong and they shouldn't be doing this, and in the end they eventually come out and just say, look, because they try to hide it at first. They get the son's mother, who's been out of his life for 20 years, to show up, but she gets caught in traffic. So then Nathan Lane, who they've basically hidden, comes out in drag to play the mother. And of course Gene Hackman loves her because she plays this parody of a conservative, and he loves every second of it. But eventually they find out who they are, and they just sort of have to go with it. And then at the end, in order to get them out, because they've been chased by reporters the whole time who are trying to get him about this other scandal that's happened, in order to get out of the club, because they've been tracked to the club, they have to dress up in drag so they can walk out with the rest of the audience when the show's over. So at the end, Diane Weiss is in drag, and Gene Hackman's in drag, and Calista Flockhart's in drag, and they're all dressed up and they get out and everything. But it's just, the characters are great, you love them, the performances are amazing. It's funny, but it's all under the assumption that there's, that they are the other, there's something wrong with them and they need to change and be acceptable. And it's good that there isn't some flag-waving sort of over-the-top sort of statement and that in the film, but I don't think they really sort of do make any sort of statement about these people should accept themselves and should be acceptable. It's like, I think this played differently in 1996 when there was the assumption that these people were different in a bad way. There was something wrong with them, and that there was like a normal that they shouldn't have tried to be, but they weren't. It's just something about it that just doesn't play right for me. it's a good movie and it's fun in some ways because of the characters and the performances, but like an hour and a half of the hour and 40-minute movie, it's just them struggling to try and be normal and, you know, live up to this idea of, you know, normalcy. It's just, it's not fun to watch on one level, even though they make it funny, but it's kind of not. So it's kind of weird. I can't see myself watching it really for enjoyment, even though, like I said, the characters and the performances, particularly from Nathan Lane, are amazing. But yeah, it sort of bothered me a bit this time when I was looking at it, just what's sort of behind it, the overall sort of ideas or messages, or the ideas or anyway, or the assumptions. I don't know. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. If you've seen the film, let me know what you think of it. If you haven't, you should watch it. It is good, but it's problematic on some level now.